Alright, this is my second post. I'm not much of a writer, so I decided to make my blog a video blog. I get this question often, email, people call me, people on the street ask me, Chris, I want to start my own online business, clothing business. I want to sell t-shirts, where do I start? What's the first step I should take? So I'm going to break it down to you very simple, the basic steps that you take in order to getting an online business up and running, and hopefully making your online business successful. I've been fortunate enough to have a successful online business. This is what I do 7 days a week. This is not like a side job. I don't work in a warehouse on the side. Everything I got was from my online businesses. Enough about me. Here we go. First and foremost, you come up with a name. My recommendation is something catchy. Don't add Z's and imagine fashion freakers with instead of S's there's Z's and putting A's upside down. No, you want to keep it nice and simple. Break it down. Write down 10 successful companies. Pepsi, Coke, eBay, Yahoo, Google. And what do they all have in common? They're short and sweet. They're easy to remember. They're easy to spell. So first step, you come up with a name. This should take a while. This should take a couple weeks. This is nothing easy. This shouldn't just... You got the point. I'm not going to go on with that. So you start with a name. You register the name. If you're in the U.S., you register your name in the U.S. Here in Canada, you can register for $70. Online, you can look it up, registering your business, $70. Next step is you look for a good hosting company to host your website. My recommendation would be the world's biggest GoDaddy.com, GoDaddy.com. You register your domain name, which is your website name, which is your company name, and you get hosting for 1 year. Altogether, that's about $55. So right now, you look at $70 to register with your company with your local government. Next, $55 for domain and web hosting for 1 year, and then you don't have to pay at all for the 1 year. Basically, for those people that don't know, web hosting is the actual space that you're going to require to host your website online, and that's it. So that's the first 2 steps. Now once you got that, then you approach a web designer, someone like myself. Hint, hint, a nerdsworld.com. You hire us. We sit down with you, and you break it down what your ideas are. You show us a few websites that you like, so we get an idea. And then we go ahead and we build the website. Jump ahead, 7 days later, your website is built. Now you want to start making revenue. You have different options on how to make revenue. First of all, obviously, selling your product should be your number one source of revenue. But then there's other little ways like AdSense, which if you go on Google and you check out AdSense, ADSENSE, you can make a lot of money from that. We have AdSense around my various websites. You'll see little ads, and basically when a customer clicks on that ad, you get money in the bank. It could be 2 cents, it could be $25, all depends on the ad. There's a lot of successful companies. If you go visit plentyoffish.com, once again, plentyoffish.com, you will see little Google ads. Once again, they're called AdSense, maybe 1 or 2 per page. And just to give you a rough idea, it's a free dating social website, and they profit almost $500,000 a month just from Google AdSense. So I'm sure you can Google that. You can find the story. You can find a picture of the check. That's Google AdSense. That's another alternative way for you to make revenue on your website. So your website's up and running. Now you want to collect credit card. You want customers to be able to pay with a credit card. Amex, MasterCard, Visa, PayPal. Your first option, which I don't really recommend, but I am using it for the time being, as well as PayPal. So visit paypal.com, register for a business account, and right off the bat, within 24 hours, you're accepting Visa payments. Now, if you want to go the smart way, which is the way I recommend, is you apply for a merchant account. If you Google merchant account, if you're in Canada, Google merchant account Canada. If you're in the US or UK, merchant account US, merchant account UK. And it's a long process. It takes about a month to get a merchant account. Upon being granted a merchant account, You can collect money from anywhere in the world. People don't need a PayPal account to pay, and the money goes directly into your bank account. Once you have been accepted for a merchant account, you'll then need a shopping cart. So let me break it down for you. A merchant account, say you're in a grocery store and you bring your shopping cart up to the front to pay. The merchant account is similar to the cash register actually taking the payment. The shopping cart is what carries your product to the cashier. So online you need a merchant account, which is your cash register, and you also need a shopping cart, which brings and collects everything that people want to buy and brings it to them. So now you need a shopping cart. The company I use is called malse.com, MALS-E.com. They're very good. They're compatible with almost any merchant account. MALS-E.com, malse.com. And after all that, it takes about a month to get your website up and running. It's now up and running. What do? You print flyers, you promote. A few basic things that I would recommend. It's very simple, actually. You join a lot of forums, message boards. The signature on the bottom of each post that you put could be like, hey, check out my new website, ray.com. That's one. Some message boards. You can also go to Google and type in free search engine submissions. Check it out. You can submit your website to all kinds of free search engines. There's hundreds, thousands of them out there, and right there it's going to get your ranking up there. And once again, just tell a friend. Word of mouth is probably the best. If you're selling a product that is unique and hard to find, people will come. Don't start a business with 1 or 2 t-shirts. You have to put a lot of thought into this. This is like starting a retail store. You have to have your marketing down pat. How am I going to market this? What am I going to market? Your product has to be fantastic or nobody's going to care. There's billions of websites out there. And price point. If your price has to compete with the competitors, otherwise people are going to come to your website once and forget about it. So you got to be unique. You got to update daily or people get bored. Imagine walking into the same store in a mall that never changes. It looks the same every day, year in and year out. Ask yourself this: how many times are you going to go back to that store? Are you ever going to buy anything from that store? Are you going to trust that store? No, you need new stock all the time. You need new news all the time. And that's it. That's a basic rundown. Break it down to you in point form once again. Domain name. You register with the business, with your government. Hosting. My recommendation is GoDaddy. You start off with something small like PayPal to accept credit cards. You apply for a merchant account. Once you get approved, you get a shopping cart, and then your business is ready for marketing and pushing. If you need help, contact me. info@fashionfreakers.com. Any questions or concerns I can answer. You need a website, contact me. We can get it up and running. And it's Chris, my second post. Good luck. I'm signing out. See ya.